Okay, everybody, we are going to head over to Xenoras with Celeste, any percent. And we're going to move over to his channel right now for you guys to watch and to watch the amazing speedrun that he's going to perform to you today on UKSM. Okay, you have the floor, so introductions and then you can get started.
Alright, welcome everybody to the Celeste any percent run I want to showcase today. Celeste is a very neat platformer game with also a very nice story. I think I will do most of the things, I will do most of the explaining on the way. Just know that this is a run which requires a lot of precision, and so I might need to concentrate on certain parts that will not reach chat or something. Apart from that, just enjoy the show. There's literally no downtime in the run, apart from switching chapters. Oh, maybe, so in general, this game has 7 chapters I want to, or I will play in any percent. The full game has 9, but for any percent we just need the first 7. There will be mild story spoilers, but don't worry. You can still experience the full story on yourself, which I highly recommend. Okay, with that, I'm ready to go. Shall I just count down?
Yeah, count down when you're ready to start and we'll begin. I'll start the timer.
Oh, wait, there was a incentive for the file name and language.
I will have a look for that now. Just give me like 2 seconds to get that up. Right, where are we? I don't know which ones have been met though, so which incentive would that be? Celeste, choose the game language. That's the one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. The winner was... There wasn't one. Wait, was there one? No, there wasn't. There was no winners because nobody donated to that one.
Oh.
So choose whichever language you want.
I would just go with standard English then, just because I'm most comfortable with it, even though it doesn't really change the gameplay, but still. Okay. Well, with that, I'm just ready to start. So.
Cool. Start
3,
2, 1, and then. We'll
yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first we will be doing the little prologue here. The whole game is designed around dashing, but dash is an ability that we only get at the end of this prologue, because it uses, or it is a little story introduction. And now we need to jump over this bridge. Every jump saves around 2 frames, so jumping is important to get a fast prologue. And here we will just skip the cutscene where we would get the dash. So this was prologue, and now on to the real gameplay. First area is city. City is kind of snowy area, which is in fact one of the most optimized chapters and most run chapters in the whole game, since it's very, very short. You see me doing a lot of different ways to move around. So as I said earlier, we have the dash now, and with the dash you can do crazy things. Like, you can't only dash like normal, but there are things like hyper dashes and super dashes in this game. They work when you do a dash and a jump input at the same time. And depending whether you hold down on doing that, you will get either a very long, very fast dash, or you will get not so fast but kind of high dash. I will combine... Oh, whoop, that was not planned. Let me... Yeah. There are also other movement ways in this game, like I just did, a wall bounce. And here you will see a little spike jump. They're not scary, they just look impressive. And with that, we're out of the first chapter. 109 is actually quite nice time. So, onto the second one. This is Old Side. An important thing I will mention now is that every chapter has its unique mechanic which gets introduced. The first chapter, City, had the zipper blocks. I think I only used 2 of them. And this chapter here is built around the dream blocks. You will see one of them in the next screen, because we will entering the dream world here, and this activates this block and all the others, and now we can dash through them. They look cool and you can do very cool things with them. You will see them later in the game too. For now we just dash through them. And here, little story spoiler, will be the dark side of our mind chasing us. I will not say anything more to that, but it's a very nice story. Buy the game, experience for yourself, it is worth it. Yeah, we can't touch it since we die then, and dying, as you can imagine, is slow. We don't want that. So, for now, we just head through this as fast as we can. Whoop. Probably the scariest screen since death is very costly here. Okay, so we're heading to the end of the dream now. The bad part of us, called Battlein, is not chasing us anymore, and now we are back in the real world, where we will do the last section, which is you can't die here, but the movement itself is the real end boss of this checkpoint. There are crazy ways to optimize this. Mine is just an intermediate one. And there's the second chapter done. Under 2 minutes, also a nice time. Now we're heading into the Celestial Resort, which is a hotel in the middle of the mountain. And this is the first real long chapter. I will try to get sub 5 minutes on that. And yeah, sub 5 minutes just mean it's like twice and a half longer than the second chapter. Also, as you can imagine, the longer the chapter gets, the harder it gets. Oh, this is not the optimal movement. I messed up, but yeah, I will probably do a lot of recovering on the fly. If you're not familiar with this Celeste run, then you probably won't even notice. As for the new mechanic that got introduced in this chapter, it's the dust bunnies, which you see here. They are just cycle-based movement, or they require you to get familiar with cycle-based movement. Whoop. Yeah, this is a scary trick, but also a cool one. Oh, if there are any donations, feel free to just give me a sign. I can practically talk all the time, probably, with all the things going on in Celeste, but I can also stop anytime. So if there are donations, feel free to read them. If not, then I will just go on talking, because this is the next checkpoint in this run, called Huge Mess. As you can see, it's messy. And we will help this guy over here, Oshiro, cleaning this up. Since
sorry, I was gonna say that is one donation. Is it okay if I read it, or is it?
Yeah, please read it.
Yeah, we'll do. Hold on, let me just get it up. Where are we? Yeah, we have a £10 donation by Scroob at Xenoras sub 34 or unfollow. So I think that is your incentive to get a sub 34, isn't it?
It is. It is possible to get this, since Celeste usually uses in-game time for the timing. And usually you would have time between the chapters to just breathe and get ready for the next one. but I don't have the time here since it's real time. Still, Scroop really wants me to get in-game sub 34, as I can imagine. Otherwise he would be evil to pressure me like that. Yeah, my practice runs were usually around 33 to 35, so kind of within estimate. I hope I can match this too here. Oh, this is a scary trick. And yeah, as I wanted to say earlier, we just helped Oshiro to clean up the huge mess. Here you can see that all the things get cleaned up. And now that we have done cleaning, or we are done cleaning, come on. We are heading up into the elevator shaft, the next checkpoint. Basically, as Madeline, the main character, we just want to exit this hotel, but Oshiro gets in our way. Coming up is a very nice and kind of precise trick called a demo dash, where you actually, or it's better if you have a demo button. Let me just show it to you. I line up with the wall and I'm through the spikes. Nice first try. This works because Madeline can dash and crouch at the same time. And if she does that, she has a crouched hitbox, which is just enough to get through the dust bunnies there. And this trick is made easier a lot by having a designated button for doing dash and down at the same time. So you just need to push the button and... whoa. I need that coin. Yeah, you just need to push the button in the direction and you're good to go. Okay, as you can see now, we have a kinda messed up version of Oshiro chasing us. But as a speedrunner, I don't really care. I just go on. Oh. Yeah, and you can jump on his head. So this is the last screen, a very long one. Probably the longest screen so far in the game. And we're done with exactly 5 minutes. Not quite what I wanted to, but I take it. Onto the infamous Golden Ridge. Infamous Golden Ridge. Golden Ridge is known for its wind mechanic, which gets introduced quite early. Also we have clouds as a new mechanic, and green bubbles. Green bubbles just launch you up in the direction you want. And the wind can change its direction, and as you can see here, just prevents you from going as fast as you want to go. Yeah, Ridge is the first chapter, which has really hard tricks, and I want to attempt them, but for my safety I will only attempt them one time, and if I don't get them I switch to the safe strat. Oh, wait. This is also a trick you need to understand. It doesn't look fancy or stuff, but you kind of need to dash down and dash up to get the up right on the bubble there, since otherwise the hitbox would be not enough. Okay, for the next trick I need to concentrate. Oh, come on. In this screen here. Got it, nice. This was called a ceiling pop. Probably the second hardest trick I do in this run, with the first one, or the hardest trick coming up in the next chapter. Nice that I got it. Usually that screen would have been an auto-scroller, but you can skip the auto-scroller by doing that. Oh! That was weird. Okay, also a nice trick coming up here. I hope I get it. For some reason I do this like for a year now and I still cannot get it 100% consistently. Nope, didn't get it, so backup strat. You can fly all the way to the what is the word? Yeah, to the right end on the room there. But I didn't quite get it. But I got a backup, so it's not too bad. Damn it. Okay, yeah. So this is the last checkpoint of Ridge, which has very strong wind all the way through. So you need to be very, very precise with your dashes. Oh, nope. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention is that if you dash, you will lose your dash. You usually only have one. And if you do that, Madeline's hair will be blue. But if you stay on the ground while dashing, for I think 9 frames it was, then you will get your dash back and can dash a second time in the air. I will and I have used this all the way through the game so far. A very important mechanic. Sadly, this wasn't a too good ridge. I usually try to get a sub 3 here. But whatever. Let's go on to Temple, the 5th of 7 chapters. Here we see Theo. Hi Theo. Bye Theo. We will meet him later, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, this chapter introduces you to red bubbles, which are similar to the green ones, only that the red bubbles don't stop after a certain time. So they just go on until you hit a wall. I think this is the first time I got a key too in this game. Keys are important to open certain doors like that one. And let's see if I can get the next trick, which is super cool if I get it. I got it! Yeet! Nice! Practice paid off. Yeah. As you saw, I launched myself all the way through the next and through this room and the next one, which is very, very fast. And now a very special thing in Celeste. You don't really need to finish all the A sides, which are the standard story sides if you want. You can just go to the B sides, which are the harder ones, the harder chapters, or harder versions of the story chapters, and complete them to unlock the next chapter. And this is what we do here. So we are heading into 5B, which is quite a bit harder than 5A. Because it saves like 35 seconds over for 5A. Downtime, or the downside is that it has the most precise trick implemented, which comes up in the next room here. Not this one, but this one. Nice, I got it! Yes! This was called Bob's Drop. The way it works is the game doesn't really intend for you to come back the way you came in. And okay, let me concentrate for this room too. This is also quite hard. Okay. Yeah, the way it works is that the game doesn't intend you to go back the way you came in, and if you do it, the game doesn't have a respawn point for you. If you retry after coming back, you will just get set to the nearest respawn point, which is right there at the right side where we want to go later anyway. So We just saved a really big part of the run by doing that. So now we are in the darkest side of this chapter, which features monsters, actual enemies called Seekers, which you can see here. Seekers are kinda nice if you know how to manipulate them. If you don't, they are just bad for you. Probably the most important thing to learn if you run this game, and if you run 5B especially, is to manipulate Seekers correctly. Oh, damn it. Which is not that hard, since Celeste doesn't have any RNG whatsoever, so if you do the same thing over and over, you will always get the same result. So in the end, like most things in speedruns, it's only muscle memory. Understanding Seekers is important though if you mess up a strat and need to adjust on the fly. Okay, that never happened before. Just a marathon tradition. This was an entirely new death for me. Which is sad, since I don't get a sub 3 now. Which is the target time for this chapter for me. Okay, and that is 5B. Also, you end on a heart here. Every chapter has a heart you can collect. The A-sides and the B-sides. But at the B-side, the heart is just at the end and you don't need to find it. So, we are about halfway through the game now. Maybe a bit more. And heading on to the 6th chapter, which is called Reflection. Oh. Yeah. Here you can see another new mechanic, the feathers. This is the one thing that is better to control with analog stick instead of D-pad. At least for me. There are amazing speedrunners out there who play all the game with analog stick or with keyboard, so... Yeah, also this was called leg skip. Another nice trick. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of things happening and I can't even keep up with explaining. This is a Kevin block, named after the audio guru of Celeste, as far as I know. And he makes a really nice rahaha sound. Yeah, I almost got it. Yeah, those Kevin blocks are scattered throughout the whole chapter. Oh, I messed up. Doesn't matter. Nice speedy trick. Got it. Oh, okay, I messed up again. I messed up big time. Okay, let's try it again. Also not a very usual death. But yeah, I guess I'm just a bit nervous. Okay, so apart from feathers and Kevin blocks, there's also these bumpers here, which are probably the thing closest to RNG in this game. I mean, they too are always the same when you enter a room, but still they move a bit right and left. So if you're slightly off with your movement, the result can be, or the change in the result can be dramatic for your run. Oh. Okay. Let's see if I get this. Yeah, look good. I take this. Yeah, in this checkpoint you could also decide whether you go top route or bottom route. I chose top route for the most part, which is faster if you do it optimally. Oh, and I wanted to skip this animation, but I failed. But no problem, we're still speedy. Okay. Oh no! Bad death. Yeah, as you can see now, we have those tentacles, which is actually hair, I think, which we chase. For a specific reason, I don't spoil because it's story relevant. But we will see an old friend in about 20 seconds. And this is the only water section we have in this game, which is nice, since water movement is weird. Okay, another very, very cool trick coming up here is the Battle and Boost. Which is this. Oh no, I messed up the ending. Of course. But you got the idea. I just get a lot of speed from the Kevin block. And then I usually would have launched all the way through Battlein. Okay, and now we have an actual boss fight in this game, if you want to say so. Which is Battlein we met in the second chapter, but even stronger now. Oh, didn't got the movement, or didn't get the movement. Yeah, and we want to fight her now. So I will do it as fast as I can. She not only throws those fireballs at you, but also lasers, because why not? Okay, now I will do... Oh, I will attempt another hard trick. I didn't get it. Damn it. But it doesn't lose too much time if you don't get it. Oof. Okay. I should just breathe for a moment here to get my concentration back. Because I messed up like 2 or 3 times already. Yeah, this fight has also 2 phases. We are about to end the first one. Okay, so now we have a little conversation between those two. But we will just skip it and go on with the second phase, which has those moving blocks now. We will use those moving blocks to our advantage, since they add to momentum if used correctly. Or they just are used to get a certain path through the screen. Oop. Whoa, 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 that never happened before. What the hell happened even there? Didn't I get the bumper? I'm confused. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I hit it too early. Okay, this is a very, very costly death there. Like 10 to 15 seconds. But now we are through with the fight. And now we get another new mechanic. This game just keeps on giving. Since now we have 2 dashes. 2 dashes we can use all throughout the run. Sadly the run only has 1 chapter left. Okay, I lost quite a bit of time here. Yeah, I think I will be like 1 to 2 minutes overestimate. I'm sorry. Let's get us down. Oh yeah, if there's a donation, please read them out.
No donations, but this is a good time to say that, guys, please go and donate to the charity. Oh wait, hold on, there's actually donation that's literally just come in. Hold on a moment. As I was saying that, a donation comes straight in. It's a £10 donation by Prof. Nyan. This run has been pretty good, Xenoras, but it could have been better if you hadn't missed so many berries.
Yeah,
Those goddamn berries.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that donation, Prof. Nyan. And this is, of course, a good time to say as well, please do go and donate. There's a Tiltify link just to come up in the chat there. All the donations in that also go straight to the charity special effects that we are supporting at UKSM throughout the marathon. Our goal is to reach £1,000 by the end of the marathon, so if we can reach that, that would be absolutely fantastic, because special effects are a great charity that just lets kids be kids, you know? Let's help them out. Let's help out the kids. Let's help out special effects. Let's help charity out a little bit. And if you can donate, then please do so, because it will be absolutely helpful, be incredible. And I'll also read out your donations on stream as well, so you can also listen to my annoying voice too.
Okay, yeah, please keep donating to meet the goal. Yeah, the comment of from Prof was a little Easter egg, since I actually grinded another category for the last 2 months, which is all red berries. A very, very punishing category. Since the way I play the game now in any percent is just basically go up and right. This is the way for almost every level and almost every screen. But if you try to go and collect all the 175 berries in the game, you need to go everywhere, and the movement gets very, very weird if you only know any percent movement. It also has very, very hard strats, and I just recently hit the sub 1 hour mark at that category. So thank you, Prof. Thank you for that donation. Oh, so yeah, to get back into the explanation of this run here. We were in the reflection checkpoint last, and this checkpoint is actually at the very beginning of the mountain, so lowest point. And now we are getting back up through all the chapters we visited. Again, this is the resort chapter, which you can see by the dust bunnies, and we already passed the first 2. And yeah, we just want to get to the top of the mountain right now with our new double dash power. And yeah, I personally think this is a very nice design decision to revisit every chapter and re-experience all the different mechanics that came in throughout the run. Ooh, kind of messed up a little, but it's okay. Oh yeah, regarding the timers, the timer you see on my end is only the in-game time, not the real-time attempt. The in-game timer cuts out all the cutscenes, or most of the cutscenes, and also doesn't account for the time in between chapters. So don't get confused. Yeah, right now we are in the ridge part. 2, 3, 4. Got it. Yeah. There's so many things going on, but this is now another cool screen where I just wall bounce my way all the way through. And we are already at the end of this part. Oh, damn it, didn't get the trick. Yeah, there's a lot of things I attempt in this run which you may not even see, because I go for them, don't get them, and just go on. There was one of them too. Now we are in the temple part, which has a very important skip later on, called the door skip. And there is a certain rumor in the Celeste community that if you don't get it, your run is invalid. So let's see if I get it. Also, here comes a nice... whoop, wait. Nice key skip. There it is. So we can just collect the key, retry, and otherwise you would go down there, get a bubble up, and then collect the key, but we're speedrunners, we don't want to do that. So, almost there. Here it comes. Because opening doors is slow, we don't want that. Here it is. Run is viable officially now. Oh! I died there? Really? Sad. I was a little slow on that end. Doesn't happen too often. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Now we are in the final part of this chapter and of the run. An entirely new section called 3000 meters. Very creative, but it's the actual end of the mountain. And we're just about to climb up to the summit. Fun fact on this point, Celeste Mountain is actually a real mountain. So if you want to climb it, go ahead. You can not dash in real life though, so it might be a little harder than this one. Funny thing in this checkpoint is that you have those little flags here which indicate how close you are to the summit. And as you progress through, they obviously get lower and lower, and you really get a sense of accomplishment if you collect a new flag the first time. Speak for yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I insulted anyone who can dash. In fact, I envy you. Know that. Ah, okay. So, we're halfway through. Flag 15. Only 15 flags to go. Those are the harder ones though. Flag 13, probably the most infamous flag. And I even died to jumping over there. Oh, okay. That should not happen. Yeah, as you can see, the things you need to do in between flags are kind of scary if you don't know what you're doing. Like this flag here, flag 9, really brutal if you play the first time. Also, for some reason I didn't get the cloud boost. Okay, and now we are in the last... No, not really. The second to last section, and this one is really short. And now we are in the last section. The last 5 flags before the end. So get ready, folks. Get ready for time. It's about to be... Okay, the last flag. And time. Oof. Exactly 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes for Summit. And a sub 34. Shout out to Scroob.
Hey,
I've
we
done
got
it.
sub 34.
Yes.
Scroob lives another follow for another day.
He might even do another $10 donation.
Will we get another £10, $10 donation from Scroob?
Will be.
Can we tempt it? Can we force him to do so? I don't know.
I can force him later.
You can force him later, that's fine.
Okay, to really end the run, we need to show this screen here. This is the end screen, where you can see the time, the berries you collected, and all the deaths you had. So yeah, this concludes the Celeste 80% run. Thanks everyone for watching and bearing with me through all the mistakes I made. 24 deaths is not too good.
Not a problem. Thank you very much for the run there. We are going to go over to the next run. I'm just going to figure out which one it is. The next run we have is Xenoras. So we have a lot of the Xenoras with Batman Arkham City, any percent. That is happening now. So yeah, we're going to go over to that one in just a moment. We're going to go over to the intermission, of course, for 5 minutes or so. Have a little breather and stuff like that. Go and get yourself some popcorn, because we're going to be right back with UKSM stuff to do, of course. So don't go anywhere, everybody, unless you want to go and get yourself some refreshments. And we will see you again in about 5 minutes or so. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
I just want to thank everyone for watching, everyone who took the time to watch me do this, because it was my first marathon run ever. And I also really want to thank UKSM for having me.
Not a problem at all. It was a pleasure, and congratulations for your first marathon run as well. A very good time, 37:25.16 on my end, but you do in-game timers, so ignore my timer. It's just there for... It's just there to make it look nice.
I'm actually amazed the difference between in-game and real time is that big.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable. Anyway, we're going to go over to the intermission, and we'll see you again in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Goodbye.